Yeah, man. Out having a great and beautiful day, man. Doing a little bit of shopping, man. Of course, you know, people talk about it's so hard to eat healthy and all these things, man. When people go shopping and they go to the fast food place every day, it's not about preservatives and all these excuses women want to make about, oh, we have to buy things and freeze them over time and all. Man, you guys are the queens of buying containers and storing things in containers. But I'm in the line, man. I went and actually went and purchased me some broccoli today, along with some eggs and a couple meats. And we have an older senior, probably in his 60s or so, as such. Now it's packed today in the grocery store. So I decided to go through the express checkout line, which has like two people in the line in front of me, literally. One woman dressed in all red, probably in her 40s. Literally the woman in the red dress talking about the Matrix. Not she wasn't talking about the Matrix, but I'm saying speaking of the Matrix. And then we had another lady that probably could have been my age, maybe my senior in high school or something like that. And they were beautiful women. I mean, they weren't dimes. They wasn't even eights. There's no such thing as a seven. But they were in the grocery store in front of me in the checkout line, and the one lady that was in red, obviously a Latina. She looked Haitian, but again, these people look so black. Oh, look at that car accident. Idiot, probably driving around without insurance. One of these black chicks that like to run their mouth so much and pop off about this mine and this mine, then crash the car that you probably ain't even paying off behind somebody that actually looks like they own this shit. Scratch off. I swear, boy, my people are so funny. But back to the story. So yeah, man, this lady, and she's looking me hard, like you're in front of me. Why is your head turned all the way around to be looking me up and down to see if I'm checking you out? I'm literally watching my videos that I shot of myself because, again, I edit my own videos, so I have to watch them to see what I look like. Like nobody don't want you. Like it's like 500 people in the store. Hurry and get the fuck out of the line. Like this is the express checkout line, and literally you holding everybody up because you staring me up and down. Like God. Maybe if you were 10 years younger, maybe, just maybe. But Jesus, she's like holding up the friggin' line. Now other people are getting behind me. Spanish guy that I talked about that was probably in his 60s, he came up in the line. Now it was a lady, the one that I said was probably like my senior or something. If I was in high school, she probably would have been maybe a year or two older than me again, I have experience dating older women. I didn't say old women 10 years older than me, but maybe a couple years older than me. She had on one color too. Interesting. I think it was beige or brown or something like that. Light skinned chick, kind of lighter than the Spanish or Haitian chick or whatever the case may be. Um, but she actually sounded like she speak proper English, like she was bougie raised or something like that. Like she literally, we got the same type of mind. I went and got me a couple drinks, of course, but she, she came in there for a couple glasses of, couple bottles of wine, the good stuff too. I'm like, huh. Funny how my terror readings play out in real life. But so we're all waiting behind this lady in the all red. Like, what day is it? Where are you going? Like, how's life treating you? Like, what the hell are you doing? Again, this is supposed to be the checkout line. Why does it feel like I'm sitting in this line forever? And buddy, okay, guy, okay. But yeah, like hurry up and get the fuck out of the line. You have a credit card. You're supposed to be checking out, but you're got your cell phone in your hand. Even these moms, like these 50-year-old milfs, like damn. You're so enamored with your cell phone. You're supposed to be checking out, but you got one phone and you got your phone in one hand and you like staring all over the place at the same time. Like, get the fuck out of the line. You could have stood in one of the regular lines if you wanted to have a leisurely I don't know, stance about yourself. Even the lady that was in front of me that was dressed in all brown, she's just like, I'm like, I could have swore this was the checkout line, the express checkout line. I said that out loud. Even she started smirking. The Spanish dude got in back of her, and I'm looking at him like, bro, you need to be getting to the back of the line. It's people behind me at this point. It's like you're so enamored, and everybody, like when I see like beautiful women so-called in public, I don't even stare at them. I stare at the men that's staring at them that like to eye rape these women. They'll act like they not looking as they walk past. As soon as they walk past, they'll follow them blindly like a drone or a zombie, or get a sneak and look at their ass as these women walk by. Like that's the type of things that I do. Again, I've never been a disrespectful dude like that, bro. Like it's not that serious. Any woman can't just approach me and think that she can get my attention just because she's beautiful or she had a million guys that day trying to get her number and her attention. Fuck out of here. But I like to watch the men and the women because the women stare at these so-called beautiful women too. Like I just watch these dudes. I'm looking at him like, bro, you need to be to the back of the line now. You don't let all these people get in back of me because you're so enamored with a woman who is not in her proper place in line, but she was here before me. So I'll let her slide. Because she was obviously here before me. I'm talking about the chick that's probably like a year or two older than me that came that was trying to check out the expensive wine, waiting behind this lady in the red that's so enamored with herself. Like even the color itself, you have to watch these people because the way that they dress and the way that they act before they even say anything, you know what type of the people they are. But yeah, man, I'm like, bro, you so enamored with what you think is beauty. She's not gonna give you a shot ever. That you jumped in front of me, and then you probably again you're looking me up and down because of the way that I dress. I can't believe this black guy looks so. He's probably thinking in his head, this guy looks so magnificent. Is he with these chicks? But at his mouth, he's probably saying something halfway disrespectful in Spanish, and I'm like, bro, I got my headphones in, so at this point, I'm just like, you're not gonna take me out of my element. I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, I wag my finger at him, get to the back of the line. Like you so enamored with what you think is beauty that you're not even in your proper place. Like just weirdos. Like, and they swear that black men are the ones that be out here graping women and all this type of stuff. You got Asians buying teenage girls' panties out of vending machines. You got Spanish dudes. They come from a romantic culture, very machisto culture. They following behind women and harassing them and all these things and being overly aggressive. But at the same time, the women that they're so enamored with is staring me down. So just an interesting situation, man. I can care less about who's standing behind me because they're behind me. And that's just the way that went, man. It took me less than freaking 20 seconds to check out. Now, the Spanish girl that I see every day, the cashier, she decided to get more friendly today. I guess I must be having a pretty good day. She sees what I'm buying, you know, the wine that I'm buying. I buy it every day. Like, she knows my routine at this point. She's practicing her English on me. She's like, are these any good? And I'm like, I should have really really bought a bottle of vodka. But this place is so close to my house. That's why you see me here all the time shopping and purchasing these things. So even her, man, she got out of her element today, probably waiting on me to offer her a freaking date or something out, a date or something. And again, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for the distractions. I'm not here to spend extra money or time on women or give them attention that they don't deserve. Like, geez, you wear the darndest things. You pass this culture down on to your daughters, and you wonder why your daughters go off to become whores. And no one is marriage material. Like, again, you can get somebody to sleep with you, lady in a red dress. You probably can go 50-50 with a guy at any restaurant chick that's probably a year or two older than me that's buying expensive champagne. Spanish chick, you probably cool as heck, I mean, I probably could invite you over to my house for some rice and beans and chicken, but your brothers are probably going to have an attitude because a black guy pulled you. So it's like, you know, I evaluate these things. Life is life, man. No harm, no foul. I am looking quite magical today, you know. I think it's about time to cut their hair coming into the new year's. But yeah, man, today's a pretty good day. Again, check out the tarot readings on my YouTube page, OU Speaks. Make sure there's a fair energy exchange. Like, subscribe, or comment or something, you know. Be greatly appreciated. And you know, we're gonna keep it moving. Whether we gotta drive, whether we gotta walk, whether we gotta fly or swim, we're gonna keep it moving. The shamanism has been kicking up heavy over the past couple hours, so I'll probably be out in nature once I finish eating and things like that. Take me a walk before I take a nap, and I'll be checking back on my content later to see if there's anything I need to change up. But life is good, man. Life is good. I just like being a voyeur, man. I'm a watcher. I just like it's just so funny, man. I like to watch people watch people. And even when I watch people, it's not like no nefarious or sexual deviancy behind it. Like I just told you this whole story. I like to see the colors that people wear. I like to see the fabrics they wear. I like to see how it fits on their bodies, men and women. No gay or no pause needed because I'm not that type of person. And then at the end of it all, then I like to evaluate your face to see what type of person wears these types of clothes, wears these types of color, or even shop at these types of places. See, I'm multi-layered and multifaceted, and I use discernment. There's a certain reason why I keep certain people, places, and things close to me, or people, places, and things from around me. Most people can't do that. And hence, most people fail. Most people are trapped in the matrix. Most people are, you know, most people need leaders. Most people need somebody to tell them when they're wrong. Like this is a Spanish store. There's Spanish writing all over the place on the floor. You can't tell when you're not standing in the right place. Like the chick that was 1 or 2 years older than me. Keep calling her the chick that was 1 or 2 years older than me. Like, again, she sounds extra proper and prim, probably from somewhere in the suburbs. So I expect her not to know that she's not standing in her correct place in line. But you, Mr. Older Spanish guy, like, you should be able to read the signs and see where it says you're supposed to stand, because nowadays in 2021, there's signs all over the floor that says 6 foot distance. It says express checkout line. It tells you where you're supposed to stand. And you're twice my age, and I know what I'm supposed to be doing, so you should have common sense here. Like, people just look so foolish in public. Men chasing around ass and females vying for the attention of retards. Man, it's a global conspiracy around this bitch.